Hillsborough Television News Breaks, connecting you to county events.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here this morning. My name is Joe Lopano, and I'm the CEO of Tampa International Airport. This is a really special occasion for us. And before I even begin, I want to recognize Clint Shoup, who's here from Congressman Billy Rockes' office. Clint, would you please identify yourself? Let's give him a round of applause. Thanks for being here, Clint. This all began, this is all about relationships, and I remember with Norma Henning having a discussion a little while back, about a year ago at lunch, and talking about this opportunity. And so I thought I would welcome you in German, and I was kind of nervous about how I would do that, but Norma convinced me that I could do it. So here it goes. Guten Morgen. Wir sind glücklich mit dem letzten Ansage für Tampa Bay Internationale Entwicklung. That means, good morning. We're happy with the latest announcement of international development in Tampa Bay. How was that, Norma? Okay. Whew. Now I can wipe the sweat off of my brow. Okay. But anyway, this is all about that relationship which began so long ago. In fact, it resulted in the Countess being here and others that are in the audience for a piano concert by a famous German piano player who was right here in this spot a little while ago. And that relationship continues to grow to the point that we're here to celebrate today, but even to the point that we now have actually a German-owned airline flying to Tampa. Edelweiss is owned by Lufthansa, and they fly an A330, and they serve 6 cities. They connect to 6 cities over Zurich in Germany. They connect right now to Berlin, Dresden, Frankfurt, Hanover, Nuremberg, Bremen, Dusseldorf, Hamburg, Munich, and Stuttgart. So we have really good service right now to Germany, and it's only going to get better. We have had 6 meetings with German airlines over the last 12 months, and we have 4 meetings scheduled for September at a worldwide conference in Abu Dhabi with German airlines. So we are intent on bringing nonstop service from Germany to Tampa International Airport. Thank you very much. And so at this point, I'd like to introduce the CEO, Martina Stegmaier. Martina?
Thank you very much. Good morning, everyone. My name is Martina Stegmaier. I'm the president and CEO of the German-American Chamber of Commerce of the Southern U.S. Mr. Lopano, first of all, thank you very much, and also distinguished guests. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to announce something which we are really excited about. The GACC South, we are the official representative of German industry and trade in the Southern U.S. From North Carolina to Florida and out to Texas, we represent 11 states in the South, and we operate under the guidance of the German Associations of Chambers of Industry and Commerce headquartered in Berlin. And with this, we're one of 120 chambers worldwide supporting German business in their foreign endeavors. Our purpose here in the U.S. is to promote commercial ties between the Federal Republic of Germany and the Southern U.S. and improve upon German-American business relations. That being said, we found it necessary that the GACC South establishes another presence in the United States' southernmost state. And this is also why today I would like to officially announce that we will be opening a chapter of our organization for the state of Florida, located here in Tampa Bay. Thank you. Florida has always been an important hub for foreign investment and trade, and with our affiliate that we already have, the German-American Business Chamber in Miami, we had some representation already. But here on the Gulf, in particular the Tampa Bay area, it's important that we recognize and act upon the potential located here. And with the expansion of the Panama Canal and over 100 German companies already located in and around the Bay Area, there are some inspiring economic vibes here in this area. So I foresee both German and American companies alike benefiting from the establishment of the Florida chapter of the German-American Chamber of Commerce of the Southern U.S. The chapter will be headed by Charles Puccini. He's the CEO of Bauer Foundation, and he will address you in a little while. And I would really like to thank everyone in this community, state representatives, government representatives, also Norma Henning, who was already mentioned, for making this happen. It was really the great support we found in this area that we also decided to locate here. I would now like to invite the German Consul General, Aoife Kedefi, to the podium. She's the highest ranking German diplomat in Florida. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, representatives of the press, I think this is quite a historic event today, and I'm very, very proud of it. Actually, Mr. Lopano mentioned this event here at the airport, but it goes a little bit further back. That means the European Consuls General, were invited a little more than a year back to the Tampa Bay area, to the city of Tampa, by Mayor Backhorn, by Commissioner Higginbotham, to spend the Day of Europe in Tampa. And then I became aware how big the German representation in Tampa Bay area is, and what excellent conditions the Tampa Bay area offers. That was really very amazing to me. It was kind of lying low before, and I mean, if you see the numbers, I mean, Germany is really one of the most powerful economies in the world. Here for Florida, we are the third largest source of direct investment, and Tampa Bay area has the largest concentration of foreign direct investment in Florida. So what better match could it be? What better match could it be? Sometimes when you are in Miami, and of course the whole consular corps is concentrated in Miami, except the Greek colleague, he's here. So then you don't look beyond it, because so much is going on there. We have a very good representation through the German-American Business Chamber in Miami, but big mistake not to look beyond Miami. And thank God we did, and I'm very, very proud that now we have the representation of the German-American Chamber of Commerce of the Southern United States here, and that the chapter for the whole of Florida is located in the Tampa Bay region. Of course, there might be other supporters, like our honorary consul in Orlando, Brock McLean, and there will be others who support in the different Florida regions, but it is located here in Tampa Bay. First and foremost, I would like to thank our honorary consul, Norma Henning, for really bringing this about, for binding the German companies together, for making the proposal to the GACC. So please give her a round of applause. She really deserves it. I would like to thank also the GACC South with its new president and CEO, Martina Stegmaier, to immediately react to this and see the necessity and the good opportunities here. And of course, nothing would have worked without the big support of all the officials in the Florida state and the Tampa Bay region. Let me just give you a few mentions. Of course, thanks to the office of Governor Scott, thanks to County Commissioner Higginbotham, thanks to the mayor of the city of Tampa, Backhorn, thanks to Enterprise Florida, Manny Mencia, thanks to the Economic Development Corporation, Mr. Homans, thanks to the Tampa International Airport, Mr. Lopano, of course. Everybody has been so supportive and instrumental to bring this about, or to say it more in a picture, everybody rolled out the red carpet for us. So this is really wonderful, and now we can get to work. And in that context, I would like to present to you the initial director of the Florida chapter, Mr. Charles, I almost said Chuck, but it is actually Charles Puccini. Italian name, but German firm of Bauer representative. Please, Mr. Puccini.
Thank you. Thank you, Countess. As you said, I'm the Charles Puccini. I'm the president of Bauer Foundation Corp. And Bauer is a German company that manufactures specialty ground improvement equipment and sells it around the world. And I run the subsidiary here in the United States, and we are headquartered in Odessa here in Tampa Bay. So Bauer is one of these 100 or so companies that benefits from German investment in the United States. I asked, why me? Why would you like me to be part of this process? And the answer is actually quite clear. I've worked for Bauer now for 20 years. Probably half of my job is bridging the culture between the American culture and the German culture, and being smart enough to take advantage and transfer the influence from the German economic culture into our culture. It's worked out very well for me. The company that I run is about 4 times bigger than when we started. We have 4 times the employees, which is what everyone wants to hear about, is we have job creation through all these investments, and that we've had 4 times the turnover improvement. So what I'm most excited about to lead the initiatives will be to spur education and this relationship between education and industry. If there are a few secrets in the German economic machine, it's that it doesn't happen by accident. It happens by design and by a very detailed plan where students in the education program have a relationship with industry before they finish their education. This is the biggest difference in the United States culture and the German culture, is this relationship between education and industry. So if there's one subject that we're going to press very hard for long-term improvement to our economy, and that is to create more jobs through the initiative of getting the education part of our social society ingrained with the industrial part. This will be a very good improvement that only means more investment and more jobs. So I'm very happy to be leading this effort. But before I finish, I would like to announce some of the other directors who will be helping me with this program. Rainer Hartneck, Brian Kam, Robert Gramig, Norma Henning, of course, and Siggy Degali. Now, as we get to work, this of course means economic development, so I'd like to turn it over to Rick Holmans. He's the president of the Tampa Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation.
Well, this is obviously a very exciting day for all of us, and there's 2 messages that I'd like to convey to all of you. Number 1 is the announcement that was made this morning is a result of a search, of a competition, of one of the strongest economies in the world looking in Florida for where it has the most potential to expand business, to grow business, to foreign direct investment, and to export products. And the winner of that competition was Tampa Bay. And it sends a very strong message that Tampa Bay is the international hub, is the international leader, and it speaks to all the potential, the great potential we have here with our economic base. The other message, very simply, is this is the result of a lot of people working together. Obviously, all want to thank Norma for her work and Commissioner Higginbotham for really taking this on as a crusade. But beneath all that, you've got organizations in this community who are for the first time working together. Tampa International Airport, Tampa Bay and Company, the Tampa Bay Chamber, Tampa Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation. And we all view Germany as a priority for us, from visitors, from flights, direct flights, and from foreign direct investment and export. And I think the message that got conveyed to the German American Chamber of Commerce is we're serious about doing business, and we have our act together here as a community, and we're ready to engage. And Charles, we welcome the conversation about workforce. We've already had you contribute to us in a big way, and we have a lot to learn from each other, and we look forward to some great results coming from this wonderful partnership being announced today. It is now my pleasure to introduce our other major partner in economic development from Tallahassee. Manny Mencia is the Senior Vice President, Chief Operating Officer of the International Trade and Business Development for Enterprise Florida. He's a great guy, believes in this so much, and it's my honor to introduce Manny Mencia.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Rick. And what a great day for Tampa. What a great day for Florida. What a great day for German-American relations. I'm here representing Governor Rick Scott, and the governor is excited and extremely happy that this has finally come to pass. He asked me to congratulate the German-American Chamber of Commerce, to congratulate Hillsborough County, Tampa, and all of you who have made this possible. Let me particularly congratulate Florida's dynamic duo, Norma Henning. What a dynamic personality! How lucky are we to have her choose Florida as a place to live in Florida? And of course, we're blessed with the best consul general in the world here in the state of Florida, Countess Eva Candefi, who this is her second tour of duty in Florida, and we're so glad she's back with us today. Germany has a great relationship with Florida already. We share a $3.5 billion trade relationship. Germany is our 14th largest trading partner. They are also, as the Countess said, our third largest investor in the world. Put it in perspective, roughly about 250 companies, and I think it's an underestimation, with more than 22,000 Floridians working for them. So this is an extremely important relationship. Companies like Bauer, companies like Siemens, Max Planck Institute. Florida is a landscape of a who's who of major companies in Germany, yet I feel we still are underperforming. We could do much better, and I think this is a great step. It's a great moment to have the German-American Chamber of Commerce show its faith in Florida by being here. By the way, I also want to introduce a colleague of mine, who's very important for the state of Florida. Crystal Searcy is my counterpart, Senior Vice President for Business Development at Enterprise Florida. Very important person you want to know, because the way it works is essentially, if you want to think of it as a menu, the job of my unit is to catch the fish. Crystal cooks the fish and delivers it to your table here in the community. So wanted to recognize her. In closing, Enterprise Florida, who by the way has an office in Munich, ready to serve you also, ready to be part of this team. Once again, I want to congratulate all of you for this great achievement. This is a wonderful day for Florida and a turning point for an even greater relationship between Germany and the state of Florida. And now, it's a great honor for me to introduce the mayor of Tampa, the Honorable Bob Buckhorn.
Norma, I wish you had not tried to teach Joe Lopano German. He's from New Jersey. We barely understand him as it is. Good thing I'm not running for anything in New Jersey. But to all of you, thank you so very much. And you have heard from speakers far more qualified than me to be here today. I can't tell you how excited I was when I was first approached with this and had the opportunity to sit down with Norma, Martina, and talk about the possibility of the German-American Chamber establishing a presence here. I will tell you that just 2 days ago, I stood at this very podium in this very place to embark on a journey to New York and to Washington, D.C., to all of the media outlets in those respective cities to tell Tampa's story. And to tell Tampa's story in advance of hosting the Republican National Convention. And it's a story that goes something like this. In this August, the eyes of the world will be watching Tampa and Tampa Bay. Other than the Olympics, the Republican National Convention will be the second most watched television event in the world this year. And so my job, with a lot of support from some of the people that you see here, was to go and tell Tampa's story to the entire world. So that when people think of Florida, they don't just think of Miami and Orlando. They think of Tampa, Florida. And we're going to get to tell that story in all of its glory and in all of its ethnicities and shades and hues and genders and orientations and business opportunities. And so our goal, our collective goal as business leaders in this community, is not just to be the gateway to the Americas. Our job is to be the gateway to the world. And when you look at what we offer here, from one of the largest ports in America, to a great international airport, to a diverse economy, to the location of some of the largest foreign direct investment in the country, to a relationship with Germany that is long-standing and revered and treasured, to an opportunity to grow German businesses, to an opportunity to grow entrepreneurship, to grow that relationship. What we are announcing today is important. It is very, very important. What this says is that Tampa is ready to dance on the international stage, not just in August, but for the duration. And so we couldn't be happier to stand with you, Council General, and this great chamber to announce this. We are your partners. Hand in hand, we will move forward. And this will benefit your country and our region. And out of the end of this relationship, I promise you, will be profitable for all of us. And we couldn't be more excited. One of our great partners in this effort, and I see Mike Merrill, the county administrator, standing right out there in the audience, who has been just an amazing partner for the city of Tampa over the last year and a half as we have undertaken the effort to change Tampa's economic DNA. And Mike has stood with us in every step of the way. And Mike, we are so appreciative to you and your colleagues at the County Commission. And one of them is standing behind me. One of them who has worked harder on this than probably anybody in this community. Someone who, when I came to office, extended his hand to bury the hatchet of 20 years of fighting between the city and the county. Those days are over. And they're largely over because Al Higginbotham understood that we were all in this together. That we were either going to succeed together or we're going to fail alone. And so during his time as chairman, the relationship between the city and county got stronger and stronger, and I will tell you, it has never been better in the 25 years that I've been doing this. And so thank you to Mike, but more particularly, thank you to Al Higginbotham. This is his baby. He gets it. He loves this project. He's worked hard on this project. He is my friend. He is a great county commissioner. I'm happy to introduce Commissioner Al Higginbotham.
Thank you, Mayor, and I am honored with your nice words and the comments of Joe Lapano having to make the greeting or making a greeting, and I think you had it spelled out phonetically to make sure it was correct even in a New Jersey accent. Well, the way we greet in the morning, where I'm from, the way my people say good morning, I don't know that you'll need the phonetics, but it's just howdy and welcome from Plant City. And yes, Mayor, not only did I understand, but you understood that this battle that went on between the city and the county was over. And it's working, and this community is catching on, and it's made a difference. And two other people that I want to thank, I'm glad that you recognize Mike Merrill, but Ellie Rodriguez and Deanna Hurley, who are in my office, are unsung heroes, who have worked and put up with me and Norma and many others for about the last 18 months. And Countess, they've been a good partner that you have not gotten to meet until today, and they have been so important to us. But it is important. The building block between international business and trade and nations that puts the bridge together is people. And that's what we set out to do, to make sure that we had the right people in place. And Norma, you have been so instrumental in getting the right folks in place. So the folks around this community, in the state, and throughout the nation and the world understand that international trade, international business, international destination is not just Miami or New York. It is Tampa. It has been Tampa. And with the announcement today, with this trade opportunity, and you're going to see more direct flights, you're going to see more businesses, an educational opportunity, a joint venture that's going to take place between the German government and local government and private entities that is equal to none, that is going to help improve relationships, but more important, it's going to create jobs. And I'm so grateful and honored to have been a part of this, and it doesn't end today, it begins today. And you're going to hear some other very nice announcements coming in the fall on visits, on our new facility where we'll be headquartered. But thank you all for taking the time to be here and be a part of a great community effort. And again, Mayor, thank you for your kind words, and to all of you. And we'll remain here for questions if any of the members of the press have questions. So thank you.
For more news and information, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, or watch us on YouTube. This program was brought to you by Hillsborough Television. Visit our website at htvonline.org.